Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Baran, and welcome to Elite Marketing Pro's Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of marketing information, tips, tricks, strategies to help grow your network marketing business, your home business, your online business. And we're here every day at 12 o'clock to talk to you guys about how you can implement some of the strategies that Elite Marketing Pro has used to grow their business and how you can use that for your own business as well. So, like I said, my name is Matt Baran, and if you don't know me by now, I am the traffic specialist for Elite Marketing Pro. So essentially, I manage all the traffic for EMP. That includes Facebook ads, that includes Google ads, YouTube ads, SEO, Twitter ads, all of those. And basically, I manage all the traffic for them as well. And then I also do mentoring within the Fast Track group. So some of you I know that are in there, you'll probably see me. You tend to get a little one-on-one time with me at all, and you'll see on the reviews, I usually host a number of the reviews helping critique Facebook campaigns. So with that said, the title of my presentation, my talk, I guess you could say, is 6 ways that you should be targeting your prospects on Facebook. So Facebook ad targeting, it's one of the primary reasons why ads will fail or succeed. The other being obviously how good your ad is. Now, you can have the perfectly crafted ad, but you shouldn't expect that it would work if you end up targeting the wrong people. So I want to go through what I find to be the most effective targeting methods to be using on Facebook right now. So the first one would be targeting most frequent website visitors. Now, these are for those of you that have your own website. And targeting is always a balance of quantity and quality. So it's understanding that the further someone ends up going down your funnel, the more likely they are to perform a particular action. But the further you go down the funnel, the fewer people you have to be retargeted. So by that I mean, if you don't have a website in the top 50,000 in the world, then you probably don't have a whole ton of people going down to the end of your funnel, going down below your funnel. That makes it worth really doing a lot of retargeting for that. However, you kind of have to pick and choose where you want to be able to target your website visitors, and you do this with the Facebook pixel, obviously. But for most people, I would say there's one place you want to make sure that you're retargeting your website visitors. You want to make sure you retarget everybody that's visited your website, so that would be the main Facebook pixel you would put on your page. Okay, and then you also want to retarget your leads again as well, and you would retarget your leads by uploading your leads from your EMP back office or uploading them from your autoresponder, and then doing another campaign or uploading them to custom audiences, I should say, from your autoresponder or your EMP back office, and then doing another separate campaign advertising just to those leads the sale, which would essentially be, for a lot of people, would be like attraction marketing formula. So for a number of people, it would be a small number, but hey, it's a couple clicks here, a couple clicks there. Retargeting works really well. And then I would also do a generic, for everybody that visited your website, a generic offer to the attraction marketing formula bootcamp, or one of the blog posts that we're doing as well. And what that ends up doing is it gets people very familiar with you, your brand, who you are, seeing you in their news feed, so they're more and more likely to trust you. It's another touch point that they get before they end up buying. So you want to also target those that have registered as well. So for example, let's take this, and this dovetails into what I was saying before, but if you have a list of customers, you have a list of leads, if you're doing webinars, and everybody should be doing webinars, I know lots of people are afraid of them, but they're good money makers. If you have a list of webinar registrants, you can go ahead and then upload that list to custom audiences, and then retarget those people with whatever you were selling on your webinar, with attraction marketing formula, with another offer like social media recruiter. If they bought attraction marketing formula, you could retarget them with annual potentially. So there's a number of different things you could retarget them with, but these are people that have already registered for something, whether that be as a lead, or as a sale, or as a webinar registrant. Either way, very powerful. And again, it's another way of retargeting as well. Next up, I have target those who visit a specific web page. So if for those of you that have taken control of your own websites, that have your own blogs, that have put your own blog posts up on social media, or I'm sorry, put your own blog posts up on your own website, you can install a particular Facebook event code on that website and then target people that visit that particular you install the Facebook pixel on your website and then target people that visited that particular web page. What you would do is you'd create a custom audience in the back of your Facebook Ads Manager. And then you would select that specific web page for a blog post, say, for example. And then you could target them with a very similar offer, whether that be, so say the blog post was advertising going to Attraction Marketing Formula. You could then retarget those people, assuming you have enough in that particular, custom audience. You could retarget them with an offer for Attraction Marketing Formula so they see it again. And it's very specific because they had already visited your webpage as well. Maybe they didn't check out the banner for AMF at the time. Same with Social Media Recruiter too. You can also want to target people that are engaged with a fan page. Now, these are some of the best audiences that I've had, not just when it comes to targeting those who are engaged with your fan page, but then also creating a lookalike audience in the US based off those people who do like your page as well. Again, some of the best audiences in terms of leads and buyers that I've absolutely come across. But essentially what you would do is you would go into your, if you just want to target a page, you would create an ad in the Facebook Ads Manager. You would scroll to the bottom and then just select target those people that like your particular page. And depending, again, it would depend, if you only have 100 fans, you're probably not going to be, your ad's probably not going to be able to target very many people. But if you've got thousands and thousands of fans, you can then go ahead and target those, and then also you can create a custom audience in your back office, in your Ads Manager back office, of not just those people that like your page, but all those people that engaged with your page. So somebody may have seen if you're running a blog post, for example, ads for blog post, a lot of people probably liked your blog post, but they didn't necessarily like your page. But those people engaged with your page because they engaged with the blog post. Well, you can go ahead and take that a step further and then create the custom audience of not just the people that like your page, but everybody that engaged with the page as well. Again, easily done with custom audiences in the back office of the Facebook Ads Manager. Next up, targeting those that messaged your page. So all those people that have reached out to you, that have messaged you, or that you've reached out to as well. Or people, if you're using Facebook Messenger ads, this is extremely helpful as well, but you can create a Messenger destination ad, essentially. And you can see this when you go and you create the Ads Manager. It'll give you a choice of whether you want to send them to a website or whether you want to create a message ad. Well, you can go ahead and you can just create an ad that sends out a message to everybody that's messaged your page, that as long as they haven't opted out yet, because obviously if somebody messages you and they decide they don't want to hear from you anymore, they have the ability to opt out. So if they've opted out, they're not going to get it. It's the same thing as, say, like an unsubscribe for Aweber or an unsubscribe for your email list. If they unsubscribe, they're obviously not going to get their messages anymore. The same thing happens with Facebook Messenger. It prevents marketers from continuously spamming their prospects. But you create that though, and essentially it will go ahead and it will send out a message to that particular page. Now you don't want to overuse this, okay? I find maybe if you did this once a week, it would not be too bad, but it's definitely not something to do multiple times a day. Or even I would say once a day is way too much as it is. If you've got a special event like you're running a webinar, I would definitely use it for that. Something like this webinar is starting. But also, hey Evan, what's going on? But also, just make sure you use it sparingly because it's still very new, and obviously when people are used to getting messages from friends, family, and now all of a sudden when they start getting them from marketers, it sets off like a little bit of a whoa, what's going on with this right now? It catches them off base, and it's still pretty new, but I think some people are a little away from it. So use it sparingly, but still it can be used, and it is a very warm audience because you've already interacted with them through Messenger. And then last but not least, and this is one of the best, and again, I'll go on my rant. You've heard it before, but target those who watched a video. And if you're not doing video on Facebook at this point, I feel bad for you. Okay, you have to be doing it. There will come a day when your image ads don't work anymore. I'm telling you this right now. This is my prediction that if you are not doing video, there will come a day when you are not able to advertise on Facebook anymore. So if you even think you want to do it right now, I would get started practicing. I would everybody's going to suck when they first get started doing video, but you've got to get used to it, okay? If you want to build a brand and you want to do it on Facebook, you're going to have to do it in video. You're going to have to do Facebook Lives. You're going to have to do Facebook video ads. So there's my little rant again. I know you guys have heard it before, but basically what you're able to do is you're able to target people that have already watched your video. And what ends up happening is Facebook automatically creates an audience in your back office of everybody that has seen at least 3 seconds of your video. Then what you can do is you can go into your custom audiences and create a custom audience based off of how much time they watched or the percentage of the video they watched. So let's say 3 seconds, for example. Well, there could be a lot. You could have 3 seconds. It could be somebody that saw it, but it's unrelated. They looked at it like, it's not for me, and gone. Bye. So a 3-second ad versus somebody that went and watched the whole thing or watched 75% of your video, the people on the 75% and are going to be a lot more engaged, a lot more into what you were doing, especially if your video was long. So for people that watch 75% of a particular video, they're really engaged. People that watch just 3 seconds, some of them probably watched it by mistake and then left right away. As it is, but obviously the 3-second audiences are going to be much, much larger than the 75% audiences, so it's something to weigh into. Now, where I also want to take this a step further, I also have had success when I've taken a video that's gotten a large number of views, create a custom audience of people that watch 75% of it. So maybe I've got a couple thousand people in there that watch 75% of the video. And then I create a lookalike audience because that 75%, while that number is low, a couple thousand, Facebook's able to create a lookalike audience based off of that 75%. And that 75%, those really engaged people. So Facebook's lookalike audience feature works out pretty well if you've got at least, I would say, a couple thousand video views in the 75% range. Now, where I see it now working as well is in the 3-second range. Because, again, the 3-second range, it can contain a whole bunch of different people in it. It can contain people not interested, but saw your video by mistake or left after about 10 seconds. But when Facebook creates a lookalike audience based off that, it's obviously not going to be as engaged as somebody that's watched almost your entire video. So video, guys, you have to be doing it. Custom audiences, lookalike audiences, it's only going to get better. You're just going to have to do it. It's the wave of Facebook advertising future. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for stopping by today and catching another episode of the Daily Dose of Awesome. I am Matt Baran. I'm the traffic specialist here at Elite Marketing Pro, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Happy Friday, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Talk to you guys soon.